Hi there and welcome to the instruction video for the Young Woodworker Hammer and Nails project kit. You are going to love making this kit and hammering loads and loads of nails in. So let's get started. So this is everything you've got in your kit we're going to work with today. We've got a really awesome claw hammer, we've got a pencil of course, two longer dowels which we need to make into a special tool which we'll come to later, some really good sandpaper. We've got 8 big blocks, 4 small blocks and 3 of the rectangles. A load of little pieces we can use to make arms for our little critters. Some legs here, some beads for decoration and some stickers for faces of course. Then we've got some little feet and brackets and then 3 different types of nails, and we're going to show you what they're all for and how to use them properly. Right then, this is the hammer and nails kit. So the first thing we need to learn how to use is of course the hammer. Now this is a claw hammer. Obviously you can hit nails in and you can use the claw part to take nails out again. But how you use this is really, really important. So first thing we need to learn is how to hold a hammer. So you hold a hammer like you're shaking hands with somebody, like this, okay? We don't put our finger on the back like this because the hammer could bounce up and hurt our finger, okay? So we hold it like this. We also don't hold it near the top like this. This is called strangling the hammer. And if we do that and we go to hit a nail and we miss, the nail goes straight into our fingers. Ouchie. So we hold it like this, okay? Next then, how do we swing a hammer? Well, when we first start off, we just want to do little taps to get the nail started. But then we want to do harder hits. And what I want you to notice about this is it's not just my arm moving. I'm not doing this, okay? I'm doing this and my wrist comes back and then all together. Wrist and arm together, okay? And this will allow the weight of the hammer to hit the nail and do the work for you without you really stressing your arms. We need to start by understanding the different types of nails. So I've got this one here, this is called a round head nail. I've got this one here, this is called a panel pin. And I've got this one here, the really small one, and that's called a veneer pin. So I'll show you them close up. Okay, this one here, the round headed nail, because it has a round head like this. This one here is a panel pin, and notice it's got a little V shape at the top there, okay? And then this one here is a tiny little veneer pin like that, you can see that, okay? And this one is good for really small things because it doesn't split the wood. Right, so let's start hammering then. I've selected one of our big square blocks here, and I just want to note on these first of all that if you've got little knots in the block, we want to avoid those when we're learning, okay? So don't put nails into the knotty parts because the wood is much harder there and it'll be very, very hard for you to do it, okay? So I'm going to go for a blank area here and I'm going to hold the nail like this. I've chosen a round head nail for this. And we're going to go not too close to the edge. I want to go somewhere near the middle of the block. And I'm going to hold it nice and straight if you can. And then try and keep the sides of your fingers out the way so you don't hit it with the hammer. Then we're going to give it some gentle taps with the hammer, making sure that the hammer is nice and straight like this. If your hammer is tipped over like this, when I hit the nail, it's going to go over like that. So, nice and straight. The hammer is nice and straight as well. And then some gentle taps, nice and gentle. Nail's got to this point, and now we can hammer it in the rest of the way. So at this point, we don't want to be holding the nail. We put our hands down here out of the way, and then we're going to give it some nice taps. And that's it. That's how you hammer a nail in. Right, next we're going to use the panel pin. We're going to put that in next to the other nail. Now these ones are a bit shorter, so they're harder to get your fingers out of the way. But you've just got to try your best and then just be really gentle with the hammer. Really gentle. Hopefully you can get it started without missing. Okay, and that's going into the wood there. Now I can move my fingers down, I can carry on hitting. It's gone slightly wonky, but I think it's going to be okay. And it was okay, fantastic. We got that nail all the way in. And then finally, I want you to have a go with a little veneer pin. So let's get that one here, give it a tap. Good, we've got it started. Fingers out of the way. And tap it all the way home. Okay, lovely stuff. When we're putting nails in, we should blunt the end of the nail. And I want to explain to you why. The tip of a nail is very, very sharp. And if we put that into the wood, it goes in between the lines of the wood like this, and it can actually split the wood open. And we really want to avoid the wood splitting, especially if we're putting nails in, lots of nails into a single piece of wood. So what we really should do is use a hammer and blunt the end of our nail here. And what we're going to do is put it upside down on the first nail that you put in here, so the pointy bit facing upwards, like that. And then we're going to tap it a few times, like this. Now the very tip of this nail now has now been blunted over. I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe if I hold it a bit closer, can you see that? Can you see the very tip of the nail? That is what a blunted nail looks like. Now when we hammer this into the piece of wood, instead of it parting the fibres of the wood, it's going to punch right through them and break the fibres, and that will hopefully stop the wood from splitting. Now you should know, when you're putting nails into wood, sometimes wood just splits, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, so don't worry about it too much. We've given you lots of extras in the kits, so if you do have any splits, you can just grab another piece and start again. Right, let's have a go with this one. How do we fix problems? So let's put a nail in and say that we go to hit it and it's gone in slightly sideways, or maybe it's done this. You can see that clearly, I hope. Well, there's a couple of ways you can fix this. The first one is to try and hit it back straight with a hammer. But if I look at this nail here now, you can actually see that the nail is bent completely, right? So in this scenario, you really do need to take it out and get another nail and try again. So let's try again, get the nail started. Great, problem solved. Now let's try another problem. We started to put the nail in and we found out it's actually gone in at an angle like this to one side. Well, usually that's not going to be too much of a problem unless it's really far out of the way, but you can try and straighten it like this and then give it a few more whacks, and there we go, that's going to be fine now. Okay, let's try another one. Let's put a nail in. We realise that we want to be able to take this nail out. Well, that's what the claw on the back of your hammer is for. So we put the claw into the nail like this, and then we pull the hammer back like that and pull the nail back out again. Now, if the nail is perfectly straight, you can reuse it. If not, it goes in the bin. I think that should cover off most of the trouble you're going to come across when making your critters and characters and things here today. So what you should do now is take 3 or 4 of each type of nail and have a good practice. Remember though, we're going to use this block to blunt all of our nails, so make sure this side stays nice and flat so you can use it to blunt your nails. Just have a practice putting loads of nails in, practice your technique on this block before we move on to our kits. Okay, so I'm going to put a few in now. See you in a minute. So before we start, we've got a couple of jobs we've got to do first. First one is sandpaper. We've got to make something that we can sand with. So just to show you how to do this, we're going to fold it in about 1/3 over like this, and then fold that all the way down. And then we're going to fold the other side on top of that one like that, fold it all the way down. And then you see we've got a nice little bit of sandpaper we can use to sand all of our blocks. So how we do sanding is, you can see the lines on the grain here. We want to make sure that we're sanding with the lines of the grain. So we go back and forwards like this, make the block smooth. But what we particularly want to pay attention to is these edges here. These sharp edges are called the arris, and we need to just rub back and forward with some paper here to remove that sharp edge. Now we need to do that for every edge all the way around, like this, then these edges, then these edges, and finally the ones on the other side as well. Now that's the minimum that you've got to do. If you want to do more and make it smoother, you can do, of course. Job number 2 is these longer dowels that we've got here, these bits of wood. what we want is to create a very slightly pointed edge on this dowel here. So I'm just going to do that first. I'm going to rub it like this forwards and turn the dowel around as I do it, and just keep doing that all the way around. Now this is an important tool because you're going to need it to put the nails further in when we're using the brackets, and that's why we've got to do this, okay? Now sometimes when you're hammering these they can split, and that's why you've got a spare one just in case, alright? Okay, so I've got a nice rounded end on that there now. This one should be okay. Maybe do a bit more for luck. A bit more for luck. Okay, we're good to go. So let's start off with making a critter.